We can add a bit of curve to our position animations. You can see in this animation I've got just 2 keyframes, but I've got some movement, position movement, that has a bit of kind of flow and variation to it, and we can do that by adjusting or adding a curve to our motion path. Let's go ahead and do that to this object up here. Firstly, we'll create a position animation. So we'll start over here on this left-hand side of our frame, and I'll create a position keyframe there, and we'll move ahead in time to right to the end. So that's 2000. I'll just zoom out a bit, zoom in a bit, out a bit, in, not sure. And I'm going to move my skull over to this side, so we've created that animation. You can see it doesn't have any easing on. Like if we look at this path here, this is what we call a motion path. This corresponds with the instance of animation in our timeline. So we've got a keyframe at the start, we've got a keyframe at the end, and this represents time passing. Perhaps it's frames of our animation per second, but you can see that those increments are all very uniform, and if I come here and go to our easing, you can see that it is in fact completely linear. There's no variation in speed, and that's why these increments are all exactly the same. It might be good to change that to an ease in, ease out, get that nice S-curve, and we'll notice that the increments in our motion path have now changed. So these are closer together and these are further apart. The further apart those little increments, the quicker our animation is going. So let's just have a look at that. Through the middle, it's quicker than at the start and the end. And that creates a nice feeling to the animation. But I was going to look at curves, and we can easily turn this, this motion path, which you might recognize as a vector in that it's got 2 points in space and then a path that connects those 2 points in space. So very much like the paths that we draw in with our Bezier pen tool, points in space with paths that connect them. If I hold the Command key down on the keyboard and click on one of these keyframes, it will create a Bezier handle that I can adjust my motion path with. See the handle there? It's kind of hard to see, but if I grab that, I can now manipulate my motion path, which is good. So I can make more complicated and interesting trajectories for our objects to move on. So I'll do the same over here. Command, click, and that's created the given me the handle. And now if I play that animation, I've got like some much more complex animation taking place than just straight up and down lines. So get into manipulating your motion paths.